Welcome back to day 3 of the Mind-Body Integration series. And congratulations on completing the first 2 meditations. As we talked about in our introductory presentation, we're living in a mind storm with up to 50,000 thoughts per day, and add to that our changing emotion. What our mindfulness practice is teaching us to do is not to try and stop our thoughts, but rather to change the way we interact with them. We are learning to observe our thoughts and emotions and let them move on. When we find ourselves caught up in these thoughts, we're learning non-judgmentally to let them go. A good image is to imagine our thoughts and emotions as clouds floating along in a blue sky. We're learning to watch the clouds come into view and then sail by. So with that in mind, get comfortable. So let's get started. So as you get comfortable and sitting up, imagine yourself as a proud, majestic mountain, sitting firmly rooted to the earth, ready to start your meditation. Make sure you lean forward ever so slightly to trigger a bit of alertness combined with being relaxed. Then rest the back of the hands on the thighs, and now you should be ready to go. To start off, I'd like you to keep your eyes slightly open with a soft, focused look at the space in front of you, being particularly aware of the shapes and colors of what you're looking at right now. At the same time, be aware of the space around you. Now take 3 nice deep breaths, with the in-breath gently through the nose and a good strong out-breath through your mouth. Make a strong enough sound when you exhale so you can feel it in your chest. It should sound like this. So let's start right now. Start your breathing. On your last out-breath, gently close your eyes and turn your focus inward. For now, allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm as you continue to breathe through your nose. Feel your breath lightly wherever it creates the greatest sensation. It could be in the nose, your chest, or your belly. Now just feel the weight of the body pressing down on the chair, pillow, or floor below you. Now notice if the weight of your body falls down through the middle of your body. Or perhaps a little to the left or the right. Feel the sensations of the soles of your feet resting on the floor. Feel the back of the hands resting on the thighs. Now bring your attention into your body so that you're in touch with the physical senses. In the same way, now begin to notice any sounds around you. Very often, we assume the sounds get in the way, quieting the mind. But in our exercises, we're going to use these different sounds to work for us. Now, for the next short moment, be aware of the sounds around you. And now bring your attention back to your body again. Notice how the body feels. Very often we're so busy doing things, thinking about things, that we're not really aware of how the body feels. For this body scan practice now, we will be exploring the entire body. The body scan is intended to develop a deeper sense of bodily sensations. And we will be clearly aware of thoughts and emotions as you journey through your body with awareness with particular focus to sensations as we encounter them. So there's no need to try to make any sensations happen. You do not have to wiggle toes or shift in any way. If the sensation is subtle, that's what you're noticing. And if there's no sensation, that is also what you're noticing. So we're not trying to make anything happen. We're just exploring what is actually here. So do the best you can to bring a freshness and also what is called a beginner's mind to exploring your body. Feeling the breath. Each breath following the next. Feel the breath as it is sometimes described as a butterfly riding a flower petal in a gentle breeze. Thus, a gentle awareness. Beginning now to direct your focus of your attention from the breath. Journeying all the way down, coming through the body, coming to the left leg, directing all your attention all the way down to your left foot. And now feeling into the toes of the left foot. Noticing what sensations are here for you. And coming now up to your left ankle. If your mind wanders, and when you become aware that you are, just gently, without judgment, come back to wherever we are in this practice. Now move up your lower leg, moving right into the thigh bone as it fits into your hip joint, which is part of the pelvic bony structure that offers the body so much support. It provides the foundation for the backbone as well as being the connection for each of the legs, bridging all of these body structures together. In your own time and when you're ready, we can move across the pelvic bowl to your right hip joint. Now from the top of the right leg, directing your focus all the way down the right leg to your right foot. Bringing curiosity here. In your own time, when you're ready, and moving to the right ankle up through the right leg, up into the thigh bone, into the right hip joint, moving through the pelvis bone, coming now to the base of the spine. Noticing any pressure here or how the weight is being carried by the lower back and moving now to the pelvic bowl. Possibly feeling the movement from the breath at the pelvic region. Sensing into the movement, the rising and the falling, and perhaps of any sensations from within your body. All of the organs contained and protected in this part of the body. And now moving up the full length of the backbone and coming to the upper back. Perhaps feeling subtle shifts of weight in the back from the movement of the rib cage expanding and returning, breath by breath. allowing your focus to be wide enough to encompass the entire back. The shoulder blades and the back of the shoulders. Also to be aware of the back of the neck. Keep breathing, listening. And now exploring the region of the abdomen, bringing an interest to what moves as the belly expands. What interior sensations may be known, as well as this expanding and contraction of the breath by breath. Moving now to the upper torso, the region of the stomach, the lower rib cage, embracing with awareness the region of the chest, the sensations that arise from the skin and muscles of the chest, the breath, and the movement of the bones and the lungs expanding and returning. Perhaps the possibility of the feeling of the heart as it is cradled in the lobes of the lungs. And breathing. It is stunning to reckon with the fact that most of us, that our hearts will beat 3 billion times across our lifetime. And of course, in other aspects in our common language, not referring just to the pumping function, as miraculous as that is, but more to the place within us that is touched and feels and radiates feelings to others. We talk about it all the time, about someone being warm-hearted, heartfelt, cold-hearted, soft-hearted. As you sit here, allowing yourself to become attentive to that aspect of our lives, that we associate ourselves with the heart. We've all been bruised and battered and suffered the slings and insults of life, and sometimes our heart is tight and protective for good reason. Noticing you can dwell here and feel the heart. Breathe into this region of your body, if you care to, not trying to force anything, just working on deepening your relationship with what is. Now when you're ready, let's follow the chest right up to the shoulders. The front, back, and the tops of the shoulders. Perhaps sensing how breathing here animates and moves this part of the body, this subtle shift, breath by breath. And from both shoulders, directing now the focus down both arms simultaneously to the hands. And feeling our thumbs and fingers. And now moving back up the arms, coming to the shoulders once again. Feeling now the shoulders and the contact point with your neck and your throat. Moving now to the domain of the face and the head. Moving up the back of the head to the crown of the head. Coming over and down now to the forehead. To the region of the eyes, the nose, and the nostrils. feeling the breath entering through the nostrils, sensing these thin columns of air. Bringing curiosity to the temperature difference between the temperature of the in-breath and the temperature of the out-breath. And as the out-breath touches gently the upper lip, to sense this body in its entirety, sensing the aliveness of your body. Breathing with this awareness of your body and its entirety, and including the presence of thoughts and emotional tones that may be present. Deepening this intimacy, this awareness of your body. Taking a few more breaths now, using a little imagination, as if every pore of your skin was inhaling and exhaling as you breathe in and breathe out. Taking a few moments, being with your body in its entirety. In breathing with this awareness. As you observe, you're not trying to change the rhythm of the breath, but just allowing it to breathe quite naturally, in its own rhythm, in its own time. To become more aware of the natural rhythm of the breath, whether the breath is long or short, deep or shallow. And to just help you maintain the focus on the breath, just start silently counting the breath as they pass. Just quietly think the numbers in your mind. Number 1 with the rising sensation of the in-breath. Number 2 with the falling sensation of the out-breath. So every full breath cycle has a count of 2. And when you reach the count of 10, start over again with number 1. Remember, let your thoughts come and go. Whenever you get distracted, just gently return your attention back to the physical sensations of your breath. It is perfectly normal for the mind to wander off. Remember, as soon as you get distracted, as soon as you realize the mind has wandered off, just gently bring the attention back again, just picking up the number you left off on. Just for a moment now, just let go of any focus, not even focusing on the breath. Take a moment now to allow the mind to do whatever it wants to do. If it wants to think, let it think. If it wants to be busy, let it be busy, with no sense of effort or control, just allowing the mind to do what it wants to do without any judgment. Let it be free. And then just gently bring your attention back to the body. Just becoming a bit more aware of the physical sensations of the body again. Feeling the contact with the chair or floor. The soles of the feet on the floor. The hands and the arms and the legs. Start noticing any sounds around you. Any smells. And bring yourself back into the immediate environment around you. And in your own time, you can just gently open your eyes and have a stretch of your arms. And if you like to, sit back in your chair. So how do you feel right now? How was the watching of the clouds go by? Remember, it's not so important how many thoughts we had. It's more important our ability to be aware of when we are floating along on our thoughts, and the way we non-judgmentally become aware and return our focus back to the breath. Take this moment before you jump up to savor now how you feel. All right, congratulations on finishing day 3 and looking forward to seeing you back tomorrow for day 4. Have a great, mindful day.